Hi everyone, and welcome to the Pisces April 2022 mid-month love, health, and wealth reading. This is I Am Illuminated Tarot, a place for you to better connect with and illuminate your own personal spiritual importance, or more simply put, to better find where you fit. All right, well, hi everyone here who is new and returning. I want to say a big thank you to all of those of you who are returning and who have continued to watch my videos. Your support means the world to me, honestly. And for all of you who are new, thank you so much for joining us here. So I'm going to shuffle the cards for just a minute, but we're going to be pulling cards for the themes of love, health, and wealth. And I will be pulling some main cards, and then we'll pull some additional clarifiers. And these are meant to be messages for you to be able to keep in mind as you move through the second half of the month, to really kind of keep focused on, to ground your own perspective into really keeping an eye to yourself, meaning that you don't go through your experience with forgetting who you are and why you're important and why you should engage your authentic self with your external environment. Okay, so we have give your relationship a chance. It says work on your partnership. I like that, Pisces. Okay, so I'm going to pull one additional main card and then we'll get into some clarifiers here. So when you think, when I'm looking at this saying, give your relationship a chance, some of you might be in a place here where maybe you have entered into a new relationship and you're kind of wondering where it's going. Or you could be in a current relationship that's been ongoing and you're at this point where maybe something has changed and it's time now for you to kind of, we go through phases where we kind of just move through, loving somebody. And then suddenly we realize that, wow, a dynamic has changed, or a situation, a circumstance in our life has changed. And suddenly now we are being forced to either work together with this person towards a common goal, or suddenly something has shifted and maybe that change is creating a little bit of a challenge. Now I'm going to read these two cards and we'll kind of see if there is a challenge here. The cards say, I love you. These are powerful words. Number 20 breaking down to a 2, the number of harmony, but also the number of understanding that there are two sides to every situation. And then it says, be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Number 40 breaking down to a 4. So there's a natural progression between 2 and 4 here, which I like. So I am getting a little bit here that there needs to be a refocus on speaking your feelings, on getting back to that closeness that comes when we are openly sharing with the other person how we feel. And sometimes it doesn't have to be this big, long, drawn out discussion or having to plan that weekend away or all of that. There needs to be this element of just having the words or having the courage just to say I love you and to remember to say that. Now I'm getting for some of you that maybe you're with somebody or in a relationship that, whether it's new or old, that there could be something around kind of, you've gotten into a routine, or you're both busy and you're doing your own things, and that sometimes we have to remember that no matter what, even if we are living two different experiences, when you come together in a romantic partnership, there's the understanding that you are bringing your two roads together, that you have a similar, that you understand that your paths are close to each other and lining up. And that includes each one of you having to, as you walk down your own path, also keep the other partner in mind so that one person doesn't get left behind or go too far ahead. And with the be in the present and dream of the future, I love this. This is actually something that we should all embrace in every aspect of our life, not just in the areas of love and romance. But there is something to be said about appreciating. So when I was talking about one person not getting too far behind or ahead of another, this is kind of that beautiful time to stop and take stock of okay, have I gone too far ahead, or have they run ahead? And can we come back and really just enjoy the moment together? But also while understanding that let's rekindle that fire of what do we want for ourselves in the future. Even if this is something that maybe you talked about, just last year and started a 5-year plan. Circumstances can change very quickly, especially with what the world's going through right now, what we've just kind of come out of over the past 2 years. There's this intense feeling of things are changing almost every day. So reconnect with the person in your life that you it doesn't have to be also a romantic partner. This could be a deep friendship. This could even be a business partnership, but where you really feel that energetic tie to loving another and allowing that person to give love to you as well. But I do like that it says, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. And I'm looking at this saying, work on your partnership, work on your ability to be the partner to the other person, and allow, again, you both to kind of come back to the same place, and for you to not forget to say those very powerful words of I love you. Okay, so now I'm going to get some additional clarifiers here. We'll see what else wants to come out. So let's see here. What else does Pisces need to know about working on their partnership and being in the present and dreaming of the future? Oh, love it. So we have the High Priestess. It's a card that actually harnesses your energy, Pisces. Very interesting. I like that. This is a deep knowing, a deep intuitive knowing. Ooh, with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this is a very interesting. There's something here between the two of you. And again, this is getting a little bit more specific. So for some of you, this might not resonate, but there is something here about your partnership with this person and where you are at currently in your experience, and why you're being asked to kind of stop and partner up again and really have an eye to the future, is because you're being given a gift. There is something tangible in your partnership right now, and I think both of you intuitively know this. This is that sign of really going within and understanding that a choice has to be made around kind of where to sow this seed, where to sow this opportunity. And I think by you really focusing for the second half of this month on looking for that opportunity in your relationship, in the present moment between the two of you, and the love that you share together, where this intuitively can be planted and what is the future for this seed. So there is something around a new opportunity, a fresh start that is tangible, that is physical, that's going to need to actually have some attention given to it. So that's, I think, also why there is this element of when we dream, everything is possible. So whether this is something where all of a sudden now you guys, you have a turn of circumstance, and maybe now you have the ability to move to a new location, or you have the ability to take a new job that could, increase your monetary intake, and suddenly now you have this little bit of money. Well, what are we going to do with this now? Because we didn't have it previously. So this is a beautiful chance to really take stock of what's changed, and to now say, okay, now that we have this, can we get on the same page to see where we can plant and grow this? And I think both of you actually intuitively, instinctually know what that is. So let's now move into the health sector. And when I'm talking about health, I'm not coming from the perspective of being a medical practitioner. I am coming from the realm of spiritual coaching. So I'm taking a look at your spiritual health. And what is spiritual health? Spiritual health is your ability to, or how healthy is your ability to see yourself? How healthy is your view of yourself? And how healthy is your view of yourself in relation to your external environment? So we're going to be looking at any external blocks there. Okay, so we have broken heart number 9. And this is interesting coming up in your spiritual health sector when we have here work on your partnership with a new opportunity, a fresh start. So there could be some of you that the block that's coming in here, as far as, maybe wanting to shy away from taking maybe a relationship to the next step, meaning, capitalizing on this fresh start and really committing with somebody else to where this fresh start can go, or where this little bit of, this divine gift can grow into. That you are coming from that place of, but in the past I was hurt, or in the past something didn't work out. I mean, for some of you, if this is literally a very important work partnership, this could be even where you tried to start a business down before and it didn't work out. But you're bringing, a block is really sticking out here around pain, wounding, an area that literally hurts you on that deep emotional level of, I don't know if I want to partner with somebody again. I don't know if I want to allow myself to dream of the future in that way, because the last time I was significantly hurt. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pull some additional cards here to see what's going to come out for this. Let's get some additional messages. How can Pisces really get over this block, and what do they need to know about it? I love the number 9 coming in with a broken heart, because the number 9 harnesses the energy of the ending of a cycle, but it also harnesses the energy of pulling forward all of the lessons learned in the cycle and really readying yourself to take those lessons forward into the next fresh cycle. Okay, so we have 3 cards. We have Temperance, we have 5 of Swords, and we have the Hanged Man, which is also your energy, Pisces. So there is, with Temperance, 5 of Swords, and the Hanged Man, there is this element here. I love Temperance. Temperance to me is really, it's a card that harnesses the energy of freedom through embracing change, but in a way that involves divine timing. So there's something here around, with the 5 of Swords coming in, that there's a wanting to kind of fight a divine pause, that something has kind of come to a standstill, or that something has changed, and you're being asked now to temper your emotions with the actions that you take, and being able to, I think, embrace change, and through that freeing yourself from a previous cycle, or freeing yourself from a standstill or a stalemate. And with the Hanged Man coming in, this is really that chance to see what is in your current environment from a new perspective. So this could actually be where you're being asked, maybe one of you has recently received, a promotion, or has received a new job, something along those lines. And maybe for so long you were in a place of living kind of paycheck to paycheck and living from more of a limited and limiting mindset. And suddenly now you're making twice as much money but you're still holding yourself back. You're still holding yourself in that place of, but I don't know if I want to take this extra money I have now and actually move into the house with this person that I at one point had said that we were going to do that with. Or, I don't know if I want to invest this money now in doing something else, and traveling or moving to a new location or whatever it is. And instead it's asked there's this pause here around you having this block to stop and say, okay, well, why are you fighting? Why are you fighting this opportunity of growth, which is ultimately going to free you? You were given this gift. You were given the gift of more money, of this beautiful, maybe elevation in role status, or just a new job in general. And why are you fighting enjoying that? This could also be the gift of the relationship itself. This could be, why are you fighting leaning into the change that comes with committed partnership, and really embracing this, and embracing seeing yourself committing to a future with this person. So you're being asked to kind of see everything that you have currently in this very moment from a new perspective. What do you have? What is the level of abundance that you have? What has changed? And what are you kind of afraid to capitalize on? What are you afraid to capitalize and commit to? All right, and grow in. And ultimately, again, with Temperance, there's this element of, in embracing the change, you actually are also embracing an element of freeing some aspect of yourself. That was when we were standing kind of stern and staunch and I'm not going to change. Well, you're holding yourself back. that is not freedom. That is, wanting to just stay in the same place. So again, there's this inherent element of freeing yourself. Okay, and for the final card, we're going to take a look at wealth, and this can be financial wealth, this can be financial abundance, or just physical abundance, or this can be wherever you want to feel more wealthy in, meaning you want to have a more wealth of time, or you want a more wealth of love in your life. So let's see, what does Pisces need to know about wealth? And any blocks around allowing you to have that area of your life in full flow. Oh, okay, we have 3 cards that came out, I think. So we have the Fates, number 17, breaking down to an 8. We have Treasure Island, number 9. I love this. And we have Regeneration, number 46, breaking down to a 10, further breaking down to a 1. So there is something here with the Fates, Treasure Island, and Regeneration. There is something around the Fates makes me think of temperance. And it's kind of interesting too, because these images look very similar in how the women are standing. But there is this element of embracing what has happened. Again, kind of embracing fate, that there might have been a change that has taken place. And instead of fighting that, to embrace it, because this is leading to you unlocking a treasure within your life. In addition, with the regeneration coming in, this is new growth. This is being able to, and I got this feeling over here with the Ace of Pentacles, that there is this element of being able to replant something, and with an eye to what intuitively you know it can grow into. So it's really just about embracing, Pisces, kind of this fated change of what's happened recently for you. So taking a look at all the changes that have kind of just fallen in your lap and enjoying the treasure, enjoying the actual physical abundance that's coming in for you around this. I'm going to pull some clarifiers, but I don't really think any are needed. That's a very clear message of embrace the changes and allow yourself to open that treasure chest that is coming from them, and allow that treasure chest to be what you use to grow and nurture this new future for yourself. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Oh, interesting. So Five of Wands can be actually a card of competition. It can be a card of a little bit of chaos. It's where, everybody's kind of getting in there and wanting to, work with their wand. It's almost like also people having to take turns. But with the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Swords coming up, the Ace of Swords is clarity. It's a new truth. It's like that aha moment, reconnection to again, your truth, but also reconnection to just clarity of vision. But with the Nine of Swords, that's a fear. Those are the worries that keep us up at night. The negative kind of naysaying, well, but the last time this happened, and if I walk away from this, then this is, the negative thing is I might make less money, or if I commit fully to this relationship, I might get hurt like I did in the past. And what I think the clarity around here is that, yeah, you are going to kind of have to, I think you might be being pushed through whatever fated changes are coming in here. You're being asked to kind of get back out in the fray, to maybe enter into what is more of a competitive arena, or having to actually get out and kind of dust off some aspect of yourself that you haven't been working with previously. We're thinking of wealth, and if we're thinking about financial or physical abundance, this might be that you have a new work opportunity, but now you have to kind of, maybe you were super comfortable in your previous work environment, but now you have to get out there and dust off a few aspects of yourself in the work environment that maybe you haven't worked with before. And that can be a little, yes, I can understand that can be a little scary, but it's also going to bring beautiful clarity as to what you're truly capable of and what these fated changes are bringing forward. The clarity is actually the treasure that you are being gifted with through these changes. But I think there's a fear around that. You know, the Nine of Swords really speaks to that. It's that mental chatter of, yeah, but this job could be too good to be true. You know, maybe I'm not able to stand up and, you know, be as successful in this role as I was thinking. Or maybe this new relationship is too good to be true and I don't know if I'm going to meet the other person's standards. Or whatever it is, there's a feeling here around understanding the clarity, the truth of seeing, you know, the benefit of this change, but fearing that what you're seeing and what you're being asked to do, that somehow you're not capable of it. And Pisces, you definitely are. So I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to go too much more into detail, but the opportunities are fated. This is in divine timing, and this is to help you get past, I think, some point of emotional wounding that has been affecting your ability to see yourself in a confident way and to allow yourself to fully give yourself to a relationship or to a partnership that you might have had kind of one foot in and one foot out. But the changes are reaping prosperity for you. So lean into that, Pisces. Really embrace it and get ready as you move into May and into Taurus season to, I think, really own your self-worth, because that's what Taurus season is all about. That'll be the majority of May. And it will really kind of push us all to see ourselves as, to really see what we're capable of and to own that. And to also, in a way, not be afraid of the success that comes with that, to not feel guilty when we are actually compensated for the work that we put out or for the, you know, person we are in a relationship, that when we get and reap those benefits, when we get to open that treasure chest, to not feel like, well, maybe am I really deserving of this? Yes, Pisces, you are. All right. If you would like to book your own personal reading, you can click on the link in the description box below to visit my website. I do have a special running through the end of April where my 1 hour I Am Illuminated reading is discounted 25% through the end of April, if you'd like to take advantage of that. Otherwise, I also wanted to let you know, for those of you who've been watching my channel, my illumination readings for the month of May will this month include an extended that'll be available at an additional cost if you are interested in that. So if I don't see you for a personal reading, I look forward to seeing all of you for May's illumination readings. All right, have a wonderful and fruitful and loving rest of the month. Bye, Pisces.